What are the top 10 most influential submachine guns ever created? In terms of importance and how groundbreaking their design was, these 10 SMGs helped further develop compact gun technology, reliability, and change the world forever. Starting off with 10th place. This is going to be the FN P90, 1990s. Belgium FN Herstal introduced the P19 in the 1990s as a personal defense weapon chambered in proprietary 5.7x2 8mm armor-piercing ammunition. Its bullpup layout with 50-round horizontal top magazine and under 20-inch overall length bridged traditional SMGs to body armor threats. Special forces and security details worldwide use it for vehicle and close protection roles, with effective range out to 100 yards. The design extended SMG capabilities against modern protective gear without rifle recoil. It influenced PDW concepts and paired with the FN57 pistol in many forces. The P90 represents the evolution of compact high-penetration systems for 21st century warfare. Alright boys, next up is 9th place. 9. HK MP5, 1966, Germany. Heckler & Koch developed the MP5 in 1966 from the G3 rifle lineage using roller-delayed blowback in 9mm parabellum. Closed-bolt firing and modular variants, including suppressed SD and compact K models, delivered unmatched controllability. Elite units like the SAS, Delta Force, and SEALs adopted it worldwide, famously in the 1980 Iranian embassy siege. It set the precision standard for counter-terrorism, with low recoil at 800 rounds per minute. Adopted by over 40 nations' police and military forces, it defined special operations for decades. The MP5 remains iconic, even as carbines partially replace it in some roles. Okay guys, next up is 8th place. Chris Vector's submachine gun revolutionized firearm design with its Super V recoil system that redirects energy downward, drastically reducing muzzle rise and allowing precise rapid fire even in powerful calibers. This patented innovation, developed in 2006, is often cited as the biggest advance in small arms since the early 20th century. Its modular construction and easy caliber conversions have made it adaptable for military, law enforcement, and civilian applications worldwide. The gun's distinctive futuristic look and superior controllability have earned it starring roles in blockbuster video games and movies, amplifying its cultural impact. Real-world adoption by forces in countries such as Bangladesh and Thailand proves its practical effectiveness in close-quarters combat. Finally, successive generations up to Gen 3 continue to refine the platform, ensuring its lasting influence on modern submachine gun engineering. This delayed blowback mechanism uses an articulated bolt and inertia block that travel off-axis, redirecting recoil forces downward into a recess behind the magazine well rather than straight back into the shooter's shoulder. The result is dramatically reduced felt recoil and virtually eliminated muzzle climb, enabling shooters to maintain accuracy and deliver rapid, controlled follow-up shots far more effectively than with traditional straight blowback or gas-operated designs. In testing and reviews, this system has been described as turning the Vector into one of the most stable platforms for close-quarters battle, where split-second precision can make the difference. Okay guys, next up is 7th place. Beretta Model 38, 1938, Italy. Tullio Marangoni designed the Beretta Model 38 in 1938, chambered in 9x19mm parabellum, with dual triggers for semi and full auto. Its finely machined receiver, perforated cooling jacket, and 3040 round magazines earned praise for accuracy and durability. Issued to Italian elite units and later Axis allies, it saw heavy use in North Africa and Europe with over 1 million produced. Both Axis and Allied forces favored captured examples for close-quarters reliability over cruder alternatives. Germans designated captured units MP 738I and preferred them despite weight. The Model 38 stood as Waterloo's highest quality SMG and influenced post-war European designs. Alright dudes, next up is 6th place. Sten, 1941 UK. Reginald Shepard and Harold Turpin created the Sten in 1941 chambered in 9mm parabellum, using ultra-simple stamped tubing. Its crude design cost pennies to produce, yet delivered reliable automatic fire despite early reliability issues. Over 4 million units armed British commandos, paratroopers, and European resistance fighters throughout War II. Germany even reverse-engineered it late war as the MP 3008 for its own forces. The Sten's simplicity enabled cottage industry manufacture under occupation, empowering guerrilla warfare. It proved effective weapons could be mass-produced affordably and democratized firepower for irregular units. Alright dudes, next, number 5. MP40, 1940, Germany. Evolving from the MP38, The MP40, designed by Heinrich Vollmer, entered production in 1940, chambered in 9x19mm parabellum. As the first fully stamped steel SMG with Bakelite furniture and folding stock, it eliminated wood for lighter, cheaper manufacturing. Roughly 1 million units equipped German blitzkrieg troops and vehicle crews for close-quarters urban combat across Europe. Its interchangeable parts and compact profile set ergonomic standards for mechanized infantry warfare. Captured examples influenced Allied designs, while post-war copies appeared in dozens of nations. The MP40 industrialized SMG production and became an enduring symbol of Waterloo German tactics. Alright dudes, next is gonna be fourth place. PP Shir. 4-1, 1941, USSR. Georgy Shpagin engineered the PP Shir 4-1 in 1941, chambered for the high-velocity 7.6 2x25mm Tokarev round. Its stamped metal construction and 71-round drum magazine enabled mass production at blistering rates up to 900 rounds per minute. Over 6 million units armed Soviet troops in urban and winter fighting throughout World War II and the Korean War. Entire platoons or companies equipped with the Papasha overwhelmed German positions through sheer suppressive volume of fire. Clones like the Chinese Type 50 extended its influence into post-war communist forces. The PP Shir 4-1 redefined squad tactics by proving cheap, high-capacity SMGs could offset technological disadvantages in total war. Alright dudes, next is gonna be third place. This is gonna be the Suomi KP-31. Created in 1931, Finland, designed by Imo Lahti and Lieutenant Y. Koskinen, the Suomi KP-31 entered Finnish service in 1931, chambered in 9mm parabellum. Its innovative 71-round drum magazine and rugged construction excelled in Arctic conditions, with quick detachable barrels for sustained fire. Finnish ski troops wielded it devastatingly during the Winter War, 1939 to 1940, shocking Soviet forces and proving SMG's value in extreme environments. Around 80,000 units were produced in Finland, plus licensed copies in Sweden, Denmark, and Switzerland for export. The Suomi's reliability and high-capacity drums directly inspired the Soviet PP Shir 4-1 and influenced global adoption of drum-fed designs. It remained in Finnish service into the 1970s and demonstrated how regional conflicts could accelerate SMG evolution worldwide. Alright dudes, next is gonna be second place. Thompson submachine gun, 1921, USA. General John T. Thompson developed the Thompson in the late 1910s, with the M1921 model entering production in 1921, chambered in .45 ACP. Its iconic drum magazines holding up to 50 rounds and delayed blowback Blishlock allowed raw stopping power at rates of 600-800 rounds per minute. Initially marketed as a trench broom, but missing WWI combat, it saw action with US Marines in the Banana Wars and gained notoriety in Prohibition-era gang violence. Over thousands produced interwar and millions of simplified M1 variants in World War II equipped Allied troops across Europe and the Pacific. The Thompson's psychological impact and firepower popularized SMGs in both military and law enforcement roles worldwide. It paved the way for cheaper stamped successors like the M3 grease gun, while cementing the weapon's place in popular culture. Okay, Zero Eye. Well, that finally brings us to last but not least, the most influential SMG of all time. Is the first ever made, of course. The Germans win again with their Bergmann MP-18, 1918, Germany. The Bergmann MP-18, designed by Theodor Bergmann and Hugo Schmeisser, became the world's first practical submachine gun when it entered service in 1918, chambered for 9x19mm parabellum. Its open-bolt blowback action with a 32-round snail drum magazine from the Luger pistol delivered a cyclic rate of about 900 rounds per minute for controllable automatic fire. Issued to elite German stormtroopers for infiltration tactics in the final months of World War I, it enabled devastating close-quarters assaults that stunned Allied forces. Though production was limited by the armistice, roughly enough units reached the front to prove the SMG concept viable in trench warfare. The MP-18 directly inspired later designs such as the British Sten and Soviet PPD-40 by demonstrating the value of compact automatic weapons. Its legacy endures as the foundational model that shifted global militaries toward volume-of-fire infantry arms, still echoed in modern tactics. It weighed about 4.18 kilograms unloaded and measured 832 mm long, with a 200 mm barrel, originally feeding from a 32-round snail drum magazine, adapted from the Luger pistol. Production totaled under 30,000 to around 35,000 units overall, with only a few thousand reaching the front lines before the armistice. Its simple, reliable design and trench-clearing firepower directly shaped nearly every submachine gun developed through the 1960s, from the MP-28/I to the British Sten and Soviet PP-Sha-41. While highly influential, early models had magazine-related drawbacks that later variants addressed, with box magazines and added safety features. Alright boys, thank you for watching. I really appreciate your support. Don't forget to smash the like button, type us a comment down below, or just what you thought about the show, okay? You've been watching Everything Weapons, your go-to place for the best weapons and military talk. Also, subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss a video I post in the future. And check out my other content on the channel. Tons of entertaining content. This is just what I radiate. Okay, appreciate it guys. Take care.